I mean, one thing that we could do is we could try to counterattack against the Spanish. I really don't have the troops down here, though. I would need another couple of divisions. Oh, wow, we've been sinking a lot of ships. Ooh. Yeah, Germany's getting desperate for resources, apparently. Because we are sinking a lot of their escorts. A lot of their convoys. I don't need these to be level 10. I just need them to be level 5. 5 will do. 10's on this front, 5's on the other. Speaking of which, is that all of them? No. They apparently lost some territory. So let's make sure that those get done as soon as possible as well. Firepower kills. Yes, it does. So do infantry tanks. Whatever else, the first and last duty of the tanks is to enable the infantry to take and hold ground. Therefore, we must always equip our infantry units with modern, capable tanks. Britain, will you please accept my military access so you can go and fight my wars for me? Alright, you guys have done good there. I'm wondering, do I want to send the tanks to Africa? No, I don't think I do, because they're going to be very logistics heavy. Let's just bring them back over that way. And we'll let these guys just continue to attack me in the Pyrenees, because it's just going to keep on draining their manpower and equipment. Which I'm okay with. That's done in March. Good stuff. Rommel versus Charles. Legendary battle that would be. These are infantry units. Yes, I would like them to be deployed. Pretty please, with a cherry on top. These can be given to you. There are too many of these. I mean, there's never too many of these. We'll deploy you here. We'll remove that. We'll add you to there. We have 2 divisions left, which is going to be a new army. Which is going to be deployed here in Africa. This is going to be the start of the Africa Corps. Now, alongside the Africa Corps, I'm going to want some of these motorized units. I didn't quite mean 2 when I said some, but it'll do. In fact, with the amount of experience that I have, I can make specialized ones. So let's duplicate this. Before we do that, let's change you to become armored recon. Make you into a medium tank. Do we have enough? Almost, actually. Yeah, this would work nicely. Armored recon would actually be better for you. And these units could really do with being a bit beefier. Motorized artillery would certainly be a help. How are we doing for motorized? Oh boy, we have a lot. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Let's add a couple more motorized and then also some motorized artillery. How about this? Organization is still acceptable. Soft attack is going like doubled. Armor is down a touch, but that's fine. Perfection. Alright. What's your supply usage? 1.6. What's yours? 1.4. How are we doing for equipment? We still have lots of motorized. We still have lots of armored cars. So we're going to grab you. We're going to duplicate you. And then these are going to be the desert. Strike. And we're going to give you an icon which evokes memories of the desert. It's going to be the desert sand surfers. And instead of medium tanks, we're going to be using armored cars. That supply usage is a lot better. That supply usage is now worse. I mean, we do need to get a logistics company for this. This would help. Problem is, this is just really heavy. 9-kilometer movement. Whereas the armored car is a 12-kilometer movement. Yeah, I think I want to do this. They're not nearly as tough as the other ones. We'll need the logistics companies. That will save some more. The other thing is we could reduce the amount of artillery in here. No, because I want the soft attack to grind down their infantry. It's got to be a unit like this. It really does. Right, and then I'm going to stop making those. I'm going to get more sand surfers going. There we go. That's better. Alright, you need a general, and I think this is going to be Tisai Leclerc. Or maybe Juin. Juin. Better supply. Integrated convoy defense. Cool. Let's go and get some actual ship combat. Unfortunately, I've probably borne the brunt of the fighting against the German Navy. Oh, what? Okay, never mind. We have another heavy. Let's put you in this fleet. That's another battleship. Another couple of destroyers. Do that. So I want to build another 3 of those destroyers and then we're basically done. 1, 2, 3. Then, oh, sorry, we'll have 5. Now I need to start creating some proper screens. Screens don't need sonar. I can have them anyway. They're going to have torpedoes. And they are going to be a bit more expensive. I should have taken you and then duplicated you. Here we go. Torpedo launchers. Torpedo launchers. And this is going to be called the Mogador Class S. And your icon is going to be the shield. Save. And then I want to start building some Mogador class S's. So the difference here is these are screening battle fleets. So they want to have torpedoes because if you kill all of the enemy screens, then the torpedoes will start sinking capital ships like there's no tomorrow. Is there any way to make a template where it automatically switches older models for newer models if there are newer models in the reserves? I think that would be very useful. How do you mean? On unit templates? Because it will automatically do that already. Or do you mean the ship templates? In which case, no. How have the Italians taken this? This is my turf. We're not at war.
Écoutez. Pareil. Attention.
And I think it is now time for me to actually change manpower law. Time to go to extensive. It has been long enough. What's Germany at? Extensive, same as me. Well, alright then. Do I think this war is winnable? Oh yeah, definitely. Germany is up against a lot of people. Like the automatic reinforcement of ships. Oh, I see what you mean. No, I don't think it is possible, unfortunately. Nice as that would indeed be.
Pareil.
Alright, so it's starting to look like the German Navy is basically done at this point. Alright, army has been infiltrated. Good stuff. I would like you to infiltrate the Navy. Lucer Ripper Antoine shot down by easy kill. Lose war support. That's irritating. I really don't like the ace pilot system.
Attention.
It doesn't really do anything. I totally forgot that I didn't have any military staff or any of this stuff yet. We should probably get one of them at least. Maxime Weygand. Super defensive.
Attention. Attention. Continuez l'attaque. Pareil.
Didn't I do a focus that let me create a faction? Nope. Still haven't done it. Yep, that's right. Attack me out here. Perfection.
Pas de pitié.
Not you.
Bougez-vous.
And it looks like you're going to be able to hold out against these two because they're not getting any supply. So hopefully this is going to be good. Right. Let's go and get the improved anti-tank guns. Although we are researching infantry tanks. Hold on. No. Let's get heavy tanks going. Now. And let's see. Resistance to occupation. Why and where? Congo. You are saying that you're just short on equipment. Well, you'll be getting it soon enough.
Écoutez. Bougez-vous. Attention. Aux ordres. Attention.
Dockyards. Yep, get me another screen class. Just to make sure the capital ship fleets are still being guarded. You've stopped producing stuff. That's not acceptable. Better.
Aux ordres. Bougez-vous.
Does the French Kingdom focus tree automatically decolonize? Nope. Can you retrofit ships to newer hulls? No.
Pareil.
You can retrofit old hulls with new equipment, but you can't change the hull. Alright, time for levée en masse. All men and women who can fight will do so. Producing weapons in mass will lower the cost. We'll put a rifle in the hands of everyone. And
Attention.
you are, of course, moving to Algiers, because why wouldn't you? Ah!
Visez bien. Bougez-vous. Gardez vos rangs.
I'm purposefully letting him build up so that I can attack and stop him getting recovery. I've got really good division recovery, so I'm recovering, he's not. I'm bouncing between the two units here on purpose to do that.
Bougez-vous.
As you see, every time I do it, we get closer and closer to actually beating him. Unfortunately, this guy is probably going to be at full strength now because they're getting supply in through the bloody port. That's why it was so important for me to take it. Yeah, see, they're at full strength again.
Bougez-vous.
How's the main fight going? Focusing far too much on this pointless little battle in Africa. It's just bleeding me of equipment. You guys reset again. Stop that.
Attention.
It's annoying.
Bougez-vous.
Nope, you two are not beating that guy now. Need to wait until we get the sand surfers.
Attention. Écoutez.
We have laid 490 mines. I would say that that area is pretty well mined out at this point. Let's grab you two and send you here instead. Extended Maginot is almost done.
Écoutez.
Wait, they left? Alright then. New guy just shipped in, but he's arrived with no strength. Oh, these are new guns, aren't they? Sweet. And let's do this. This looks like a repeat of the First World War. It pretty much is. Because yes, I agree. This is very much like a repeat of the First World War. Hell, even down to Russia being the first one out. Manchukuo never did leave Japan. Did they ever try? No. Don't think they ever went for independence war. Is there any reason to keep old hulls around? Should you ever consider scuttling them and have a fully modernized fleet? I mean, as long as you keep their equipment upgraded, they're always going to be useful. Like, generally with destroyers, I'll refit old hulls of destroyers with torpedoes and things and just add them to my strike fleets. 'Cause strike fleets don't need to be very quick. And they're just there as meat shields. It's the capital ships who do the damage, generally. Getting no information about that. Let's stick some radar down here. I really dislike this, actually, not being able to see that. Ew. I guess Catalonia will have to do. Infantry tanks! Before I forget and actually research the tanks before finishing that. That would have been annoying. It's still 42. Yeah, I think I'm going to start upgrading my radar.
Aux ordres.
We also need to research logistics. I think I'm going to do that once the artillery is finished. What's the name of this song? This is A State of Grace. Yikes.
Écoutez.
They are hitting us hard here. Tanks, go stabilize the front again, please. Oh, blimey. Okay, so the minions have apparently been building a bunch of troops. I might leave them alone, though. In fact, I'd kind of like the minions to command these themselves. Because then, hopefully, they'll go and start taking Africa back. So I'm not actually disbanding those, that they're not disbanded. That just means that they're being returned to their owner. Because they had expeditionaried them to me. And then they'll use them automatically, basically. What was I doing? I was doing logistics. How's the resistance? Congo is still causing us a few resistance issues. Getting resistance in my own core territories. Didn't think that was even possible. I am also getting a lot of manpower back. That's better.
Paré.
Now the French army is getting the expansion it needed. Much better. Is Spain Carlist? No, they're Republican. So they definitely need to be punished for that. And the rightful King of France placed upon their throne. I mean, King of Spain placed on their throne.
Gardez vos rangs.
Okay, we're starting to get shortages in a few critical areas. Where do we not have shortages? Motorized light tanks. Fighters. You know what? It'd be quite nice having a fighter squadron or 3. Just a little one. With the sand surfers.
Écoutez.
Let's make you yellow, because that's where you're fighting. Dirty. I've got yellow. Did I release the French Antilles as a puppet? They are a collaboration government, which are effectively puppets, but they basically deal with resistance once your collaboration levels are high enough. They get puppet mechanics, but like really low, like beyond integrated puppet.
Écoutez.
Oh, didn't realise you guys were still set to attack. Go ahead and stop that.